In this video, I'm playing against a player with a rating of 2000. So we get to see what is needed to get there. I explain move by move. Let's go. Okay, we have the white pieces. We are playing with a player 1995. Ooh, they played a Sicilian. There we go. Okay, this is the so-called O'Kelly variation. You might say, but why is black pushing a pawn on the side of the board? Well, they want to basically wait for white to decide how to move on, and then to decide if to play with d6, with e6, with knight here. So they don't want to commit too early. And this is bad for me because I cannot play all my sidelines, so to go with bishop here, for example. Okay, I will try something spicy. I will go with the pawn on g3. So it's something that I play against e6. Basically, what I do is that I want to castle here, yes, and then to go with c3 and d4. Now, I will protect with the rook to pawn, and then I go with c3 and d4. So my opponent made a very standard normal development. Here, they also went for fianchetto, and they're ready to castle. Now, I have two pawns in the center of the board, so I can be quite happy about my position right now. To beat this player at this level, so we are around 2000, we need to outsmart them. So we need to play good openings, we need to play good middle game, and at some point we need to be better than them. It could be in the strategical part, it could be in the tactical part. So now what is my opponent doing? So they traded the bishop for the knight, and now they play the move e5, saying to my bishop, you are going to be stuck there. But there's a problem about this move, that also this bishop is basically going to be stuck. So what I could do, I have different options. I could take, I could push, I could stay with the pawn there where it is. I think like the best option is either to push or to take. I'm not super happy about taking. Knight takes. I mean, I have to evaluate. If I take, there are two options, knight takes and this. Once one grandmaster gave me a very good suggestion, it is the following. Once you calculate in chess, you don't have to think too deep. So people think that you have to calculate 10 moves in a row or something like this. No. Grandmaster calculate wide, not deep, wide. Meaning that after pawn here, you have to consider both options. Don't give it for granted that your opponent will take back with the pawn because it seems logical. But also, you shortly have to see knight takes. Attacking this bishop, I have to move the bishop back. How is this position looking? Well, probably it's not such a big deal for black because this pawn would be weak. So after this, pawn takes. How is this position? The queens are looking at each other. My opponent will like to trade them. I like this position. I think I will take and then go with bishop here. I'm not scared of the queen's trade. One thing that we have to notice is basically that both players will have access to the d4 and d5 square. That's why I'm now having my idea to go with a bishop there and then to play knight here. I think like the position is getting quite symmetrical, right? So meaning that we have really similar pieces. Now I will also go here with the knight, but there is a difference because this bishop is of course protected. Basically my opponent cannot move the queen. Or cannot, or can. Yeah, now can. Basically, they could have played also queen here. So now, I think I can win a pawn, right? I mean, I can take here with check, bishop takes, and then I take here. This is a common idea when there is this pin and this attack with the knight. Very common also with the gioco piano. I won so many games like this. So I think I can take. Opponent must take with the bishop. They cannot do anything else. And then I'm taking here. Perfect. And this bishop is well protected by the queen, so we are not in trouble. Let's go, guys. This is like a sort of intermezzo. My bishop was under attack, but I'm not moving the bishop. I'm taking here with check, and then I'm taking the pawn, attacking the rook, and feeling amazing about this. So there is a small problem here, is that this knight is so strong. So do you know what I'm doing? I'm bringing the bishop all the way back, and I'm trying to trade the strongest piece in my opponent field, the knight. Now, I have the feeling this bishop needs to be moved. Because if I take, bing, boom, bang, I mean, if we get to this endgame, I mean, not sure how I can keep going. Because I would like to push here, but the pawn would be hanging. So I have to move this bishop to maybe then play f4 and then take here. And then after pawn takes, the push e5 to have a giga chat strong bishop there. Wait a second. How could I not see this move? Okay, let's do like this. We will act like this was a sacrifice, meaning that we say this knight is so strong that we are happy to trade it for one rook. I mean, I told you we have to outsmart them. Okay, great. So we don't want to trade the queens, right? And one day we want to open up the position. So maybe we could go with the queen all the way to g4 and then start to go with bing bong. I like this. Yes, I like this. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe I will play also f4, you know. So my opponent should take which rook? Should take this rook, because then this rook here is right now a bit more active. And so like this, they're forcing the rook to go to the very, very side of the board. Okay, they don't want to take the rooks. That's surprising. But that's bad, because now I can play rook here. Oh, okay, wait a second. So if I play rook here, knight takes here, I take the rook, and my opponent is in trouble. But I'm guessing, what about knight takes here? Well, then I can simply take back. That's all right. I mean, yeah, let's do this. I mean, wait. After this, knight takes, I take here. There is a check here. Oh, but I have this square, so it's perfect. Okay, let's go. Bang. Now this knight is pinned because the rook behind is hanging. So I think like knight there can be the move. Now after that, I could even sacrifice the queen. I could even think about taking here. Like taking here, this, I take this and that. I mean, I would have two rooks, but two rooks so disconnected in exchange of the queen. I also have an extra pawn. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so my opponent played a completely different move. So they're moving the queen again, and they want to attack this pawn and this pawn. Well, I think I can go for a very simple approach. So should I defend this guy? I mean, yes, I guess. Or maybe move this away. Maybe move the bishop, because I don't want this to be taken. So I cannot move the bishop to protect this pawn. If I push this move is still possible, and honestly is a bit annoying. I could simply take this. I still have an extra pawn there. Yeah, maybe I should just play this. I mean, the extra pawn is not it's not any deal. I mean, no deal at all. Okay, let's play that. Or I could move the bishop. Also, time is getting shorter, so I have to take decisions quickly. Okay, let's play b3. I think, like, if my opponent didn't take here once, they will not take again, right? I mean, usually it works like this. If you don't do a move once, it's because you don't believe in that move. So you will not do it the second time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just my belief. Okay, I told you guys. I will not do it. So now, the queen is attacking this, but it's not a problem. I think it's time to move this away. Move this bishop. So, yeah, maybe I can just play, I don't know, like bishop here. Seems fun. Or maybe just move the queen. But if I move the queen, the rook can be taken. So let's not move that queen. What else can we play? So what my opponent wants to do with this move? Honestly, nothing. Maybe I simply let the bishop here and I go for the attack. So with those moves, they take, but if they take, then I can't. They want to take now. I got you. All right, so I'll move my bishop all the way. Just go. Let it go. Okay, what's next? Not sure. My opponent could play simply king h7, asking a very important question. Where is the bishop going? Because maybe I have to move the bishop here. Yes. Because if I move it here, after the trade, this rook is hanging. Yes. That's very unfortunate that it is like this. Okay, now my opponent is defending the rook. So it's time to move this rook and to leave this pawn hanging. No. Maybe I can play still queen here, but then rook here. I take. I mean, still funny. Still kind of funny. Being... it's not so convincing. Okay, let's move this. It's fine. So we have just 2 minutes on the clock, so we have to start to be fast. I will start to play move fast, so my opponent will take here and I will push. Bang. I want to go for the attack here. For real. We gotta get it done. This queen is out of the game. I mean, the queen went to take a pawn, but I mean, how is the queen actually going to have fun in this situation? Not sure at all. Okay, king is attacking. This makes sense. Now I think I will go. I will just move the bishop here. Now I can because honestly I don't need any more to attack this pawn. So now I take with the queen or with the I take with the queen. Okay, I'm protecting this rook. I'm going to play the move h5 because if I take with the pawn, I have chance to attack on the h5. But that's just it. I mean, maybe it was good anyway. I mean, maybe both moves are good. I mean, two different ideas. Here, I want to attack with h5 and take. And if I would have taken with the pawn, I would have played bishop here, king there, and bring a rook on the h file. Okay, the queen has to be moved. We go back, and we are threatening this check. Attention, everybody. Attention. Attention. Rook here protects it. I think is the best move. So after check, the rook can go here, and everything looks protected. Plus, after the move h5, this pawn is already protected by the rook. Okay, that's a good move. So I'll play this move anyway. I'll play this move anyway. I'm starting to think that my opponent has a strong move, which is knight there. Because they are threatening this fork. The knight is protected by the queen here. And if I take, well, yeah, you see, they did it. Flabbergasted. Okay, so actually this rook is protected, so it's not a problem. So I could simply like defend this square like this, bishop here. Because if I take, this rook is lost with check. Okay, we'll play this. That's good. We are protecting all these squares. And I think I'm going to take there at some point. Alright, we take here. I know that there is a rook under attack, but we can simply move it away. And it's fine. Now we give a check. And the nice part of this is that after, okay, rook here, we have another check. The king moves, and my opponent is nearly checkmated. And now I play simply this move. And what's the idea? I want to give a check here, which is basically winning the game. And if this knight goes there, covering the threat, I'm taking this pawn and I'm doing the same thing. So, I don't know. Ooh, rook there is smart. Smart idea. Protecting. Okay, you know what I'll play? I'll play king here. I want to bring my rook there and give mate, as we saw before. There we go. And now, what after rook? Let's go. You're sliding into the king DMs. 1 minute on the clock. Wow, the queen is back, protecting. That's unexpected. Okay, let's go with the rook. Let's bring everything. Everything. We bring also the other rook. Attack and defense. Easier. The king is running away. This knight is so strong. And my opponent, if we trade pieces, my opponent is completely winning. So I have to give checkmate here. If there is no checkmate, I have to invent it. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, let's protect this pawn. Just because I don't want to be checkmated myself. Right, now we bring the bishop towards the other side. At least we need to make our opponent believe that. I think b5 would be such a strong move. Okay, queen there. In this case, we slide in. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Yes, and now we have bishop here. And I think we win material. Yes, baby. All right, we take and then we take. Yes. 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 Okay, this should be winning, but it's not so easy. If the pawn can get protection, well, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Now should be an easy win, but let's not throw it, okay? We don't throw it. We are not throwers. No, 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 no. Okay, let's give a check just in case. Let's give a check just in case. Let's give a check just in case. We take everything. That's quite nice. Okay, let's go here. Then we bring the king. This is going to be fine. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Push. Take. Push. Go here. And GG. This was a very nice strategical game. I think I did all good here. Basically, I had an extra tempo. My opponent played this move. We have a similar position. Oh, let's imagine this knight to be away. Both players have the blocked bishop, so the bad bishop, a similar pawn structure. I have an extra pawn, and I should try to win this game. But here, I made a tactical mistake, allowing the fork, which is very bad. What should I play in this position? There are different moves that are protecting. So first of all, I could take. And after a pawn takes, then I could move this bishop away, and then I could play f4, e5, which was my plan. But also much better is to just move this rook away, rook b1, for example, so that after knight there, I can simply move the rook here, and it's all fine. New game, baby. We're playing another 2000. We gotta get it done. Okay, another Sicilian. So this video will be how to crush the Sicilian defense. Actually, I have lots of educational videos about it. For example, I have a video where I explain the Rossolimo. I will maybe link it or add a card somewhere. I don't know. So d6, how do we go on here? We castle. So the plan of all this variation is that you want to delay the move d4 because you want to go with c3 and then d4. Now the queen is attacking my bishop, so what do we do? I don't want to go with the knight there because again, my plan is to play c3 and d4. This move is already out of my book. I'm not sure about how to go on. And every time you're out of your book, short, pause, and think about the entire picture. Don't think about just the next move. So I could play the move a4. I could play the move knight c3, just defending the bishop. But then, if you don't think about, okay, but what am I going to do next? You will be lost at some point, and you say like, okay, what did I do? So I want to play c3, d4. So probably I'm not going to play knight there. Now, I want to play the move a4, but what about a6? Am I going to trade? Am I going to go back? What am I going to do? Maybe I can go just back on c4. So I like the move a4 because it's very flexible with my idea of c3, d4. And also maybe one day I can move the knight on a3, go on c4, and say to this queen, hello there. What are you doing exactly on b6? Chill, bro. Okay, the pawn is under attack, so the rook here is a very coherent move because it makes lots of sense with my plan. Now this bishop is attacking here. I could play different moves. I could play this, but I will play the move c3 just because I want to control those squares. And let's see how my opponent is going on. So they could play the move a6, asking a question to my bishop. And now I think I will go all the way back here. That's a sacrifice. Kind of. I mean, it wasn't meant like a sacrifice, but I don't think, well, I think my opponent could have taken. Okay, let's attack this bishop. And now we have to think, should we like pretend it's a sacrifice or should we like do something about it? I think we should do something about it. But what to? Not sure because this knight is going there, so the pin is really annoying. So maybe queen c2. Aha. Ahaha. Ahaha. Not sure. Okay, let's play slow. We'll play slow. We'll play d3, protecting the pawn. We'll develop the knight. Maybe we'll go with the knight here or with the knight here and then on g3. Which setup to choose? I like to go with the knight on g3 because it's like we're playing a little bit like the Spanish. If you're familiar with the plan of the Spanish, usually you play, you bring the knight to g3 because you want to go on f5. Now, there is a pawn on e6, so we can't go to f5, but still the knight is quite close to the king, and we can try to attack the king. Also, the idea of the knight on g3 is that the knight is supporting the pawn, so we can push in the center. This is our priority. We want to push on d4 one day. We couldn't do it immediately, so we had to prepare. I just want to say one idea that sometimes it happens in these positions, because you could go with the bishop back here and then on c2 and then play the move d4. Now I didn't like to go with the bishop on d3 because there was knight to e5. But this knight is pinned, this bishop is under attack. Didn't look good for me. Let's go back to the current position. All right, rook there. My opponent is starting to place pieces on the d file because they feel like the center is going to be opened. I'm playing the move knight here, attacking this bishop. And now d4, should I play or should I not play? Well, if I play d4, this pawn is still attacked by two pieces, so maybe it's not yet time. How to do it? How to actually do it? I could play knight there, attacking this bishop, taking there, and then pushing there. I like it. I like it. No, I like it for real. Once you play those kind of moves, you have to be careful always about a tactic idea, which is knight takes. With the idea that once I take, the bishop is taking my knight, and black is winning a pawn. But attention, because there are intermezzo. Knight here, I'm going to take there. And if my opponent takes, I win a piece. So after bing, boom, bang, my opponent is going to take there, but then I take here with check, and that's the end. Because after knight takes, I'm taking here, and I'm left with two bishops, my opponent is left with just a knight. So we can play this move. I'm going to take the bishop and then to open up the center. Remember the difference between a knight and a bishop? Knight is amazing in close position, bishops are amazing in open one. Okay, d5. This means that the position is going to be opened up, which we like. Really like, because we are trying to attack here. Now, I will take first, think later. So what to do? We could push here. We could leave the pawn there where it is. So different options. So usually, like, we have the bishop, so we should open up. But also, like, the idea of pushing those two pawns are not too bad. But there is a problem, because after e5, knight there, and pawn here, well, this pawn is not protected enough time. It's attacked 1, 2, 3 times and just protected twice. So, not good. We have to think about something else. And I think, like, taking is then the best option. Because we have the bishops. At the end of the day, this is our biggest strength. So, let's use it. Open up, open up, open up. Okay. Okay, pawn took back. So now we have a very stable position. In this situation, what you have to do is to improve every single piece. So now this bishop is not really playing. This bishop is not really playing. This queen, those rooks are not really playing. So what are you doing? And also, honestly, also this knight, because cannot go anywhere, is blocked by this pawn. So all my pieces are just not active enough. We have to improve it. Also, my opponent has good control over the center. So if we don't do anything about it, we are worst. So I was picturing a bit the situation. And what can you do here? I think, like, the bishop could go there, but attention, we have to keep this pawn protected. This bishop could go here in this nice diagonal. This knight could go on e2 and then on f4, attacking this pawn. I think, like, this is a very nice picture of harmony. Now, can we start with the move bishop here and leave this pawn unprotected? After queen here, queen takes, we have rook here, queen takes, and we take there. Well, we give away 2 pawns to take 1. The rook is strong there, but not really a big deal, unless we win the queen. Which we don't. I don't think we can win the queen, because... Wait, okay, so bishop here. Queen takes, rook here, this, and we go with the bishop back. Okay, the queen can go also there or there. I mean, the queen can go there, that's the problem. Okay, no, we don't leave this pawn hanging. So then maybe we might start with the move queen c2. But you might say, oh my god, really? We move the queen to defend the pawn? Yes, it's fine. I mean, the pawn can become a queen, so it's worth it to defend a pawn with a queen. Alright, so my opponent wants to take there. We should shortly consider, is it a problem? But I think it's not a problem, so we just let it go. I mean, if you want to take, fine. We're going to take back. And then to bring the king here, so the king is going to be safe. Then to place the bishop here, we have 2 strong bishops. We have nothing to complain of. One thing we should just check out, I did check with, in my brain, I don't tell you. But after bing boom bang, there is this discovery check that could be a problem. But it's not a problem, because we can just push and, yeah, no problem. Okay, my opponent is taking, we take. I could have pre-moved that move. I mean, every time you save capture, you can also pre-move it just to save some time. I mean, I have 3 minutes 42 seconds. It's good to start to spare some time. Okay, my opponent wants to close the position. This makes lots of sense. Lots of sense. I'm not going to push here because I don't want to close. And also, once you push the pawn, remember, the pawns are never going backwards. So you leave the squares next to the pawn, in this case, those 2, weak. And as you can see, this square is at a perfect place for the knight. Maybe the knight is not doing much even once they go on before, because I simply move the queen, and what is the knight doing exactly? Not much, for real. But anyway, I don't have to waste time to take there. What I want to do instead is to either take there or to place the bishop here. And I will start with placing the bishop here, because anyway this knight is pinned, so cannot be moved. I have all the time of the world, and this bishop is so amazingly placed on this long diagonal. I love it. Okay, rooks are facing each other. Shall we trade? Nah, not really. Oh, I will go with the queen here. Let's go. So there are some ideas. For example, now if my opponent just doesn't play any move, I'm taking, rook takes, and I can take, queen takes, and then I'm taking here, and I could win a pawn. Now, it's just one idea, but just to show, I'm not even sure if I have to take that pawn that way. But it's just to show that my opponent might start to be in some kind of danger. Okay, they move the knight. They seem smart. There is also a pawn under attack, so I'm going to play this move, protecting here. Seems fun. I mean, maybe I underestimated everything, because it seems like after pawn takes, this pawn is hanging, can be taken. Yeah, and my opponent is going exactly for that. Yeah, because now after bing, they take here first. Interesting, huh? Okay, I'll take there. I'm not sure how I'm going to take back. Bing, boom, bang. Maybe with a queen. With the rook. Completely sure. What? No, this is not good. Stinking. Okay, the rook is protected like this. Okay, so what to do here? We are going to attack this queen. Yes. But how? Which direction? Not really sure. Also, wait. After being bull... Okay, let's play rook here, attacking the queen. Let's go, let's go. And after queen here, I'm taking, knight takes, and then I play this. And I'm attacking 1 and 2 at the same time. I don't see a way to protect them both. So this is something that could work. And I played this move before instead of taking, knight takes, and queen here, because there is the check. There is the check that if the queen is here, there is no check protecting the rook. So that's like kind of, you know, tricky, subtle. And even if it doesn't work, if my opponent find a way to defend, this rook is perfectly placed on the b file instead of on the a file. So it's a tricky move, so it's a good move with a trick, which is always good to play. Oh wow, my opponent found the idea, and so they took there. I'm taking with the queen, taking with the queen. They go there, so they are self-pinning. I will move my king away. Oh no! Okay, they had this discovery check. This was insane. It was just insane. I had it. Okay, I'm moving. Just moving the bishop away here. Yeah. Good, it's good, it's good. We keep it. There is few time. We have to start to speed up. For real. Yes. So what could be a move? It could be improving this queen. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything, right? Did I just play a perfect game and then blunder a rook in one move? I think yes, honestly. Okay. I mean, there is few time, but I'm going to win this. Now, I want to trade the queens. That's my idea. There we go. We are attacking the knight. Imagine getting checkmated here with a rook up. No, it won't happen. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Let's attack this. Okay, no. Let's attack this. Okay. I'm not too confident about this position. No, I'm kidding. I have 41 seconds. Let's just not throw it, okay? So I think knight here will be played. But the problem is that the knight is not really going anywhere because all those squares are controlled. So cannot get even closer to my king. Okay, so knight there has been played. I will give a check just in case. I will attack. Should I? I mean, I can take the pawn. I can just take the pawn. Yeah, we just take it. Yeah, this knight is not getting any closer to my king. And without the knight, the queen can do anything. Just not even say hello to the king. I mean, I cannot even see. The pawn is, you know, is behind the pawns. Cannot be seen. We are attacking the knight. The knight has to move. If the knight moves away, oops, doesn't move away. Oops. Now, bishop here is the final move. It's going to be the final. Maybe they just resign here, which would make some sense. Bishop there is the final move of the game because we're threatening mate. So my opponent has to give away the queen. They realize that I have 23 seconds, so I will probably not throw. Or maybe they think that I will throw and I will give away the queen. Will I throw or will I not throw? That's the question. Okay, they think I will throw. I will not! GG's. Wait, I proved this that wasn't checkmate. You know why? I thought like my opponent would play this. So that's why. But there was checkmate also here. Oh, my opponent are getting really strong. Make sure to like if you want to see the final video of this series. Hopefully the next one. We get to 2000. Make sure to like and subscribe and see you next time.